Let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be as bad, because I don't be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I'm talking about y'all. You don't talk about y'all. Basically, that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What up? What up? TGIF. Child. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday, honey. Child. How y'all doing? But still the line from my boy Timothy Blaine. How y'all doing today? If y'all know who Tim Blaine is, y'all know what I'm talking about. How y'all doing today? Hey, Ray. Shout out and thank you for being a member for 14 months. How are you, my love? How you doing? You been staying out of trouble? I gotta keep my eye on you, Ray. All right, y'all. Let me say hi to the people. Let's get into it. I don't have a lot to say today. I always say that, and then we be here, right? What's up, Corey? Hey, Emily B. What's up, Shan? Don. Hey, Boo. Felicia. Lock Queen, Nikki B. That lady, 1982. What up, Chuck? Chuck, I'm gonna see you in a couple of weeks, Chuck. Lovely Nola, Ray, all day. Tawana. Hey, Katrina, Really B, and fellow tribe members. I pray everyone is having a blessed day and hit that like button. Thank you, Boo. Yes, hit that like button. Hey, Keena. Shakira, what's going on? Nikki B, I think I said that already. Ray, you out of trouble mostly? Stephen Harris, hey DB. What's up, y'all? Come on in. Listen, when I say I don't have a lot to talk about today, I really don't. Hey Jay, what's up, boo? Because I wasn't even gonna come live because I said ain't nothing to talk about. But I said, nah, it's Friday and I'm here and I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the people. Where's my list? Church announcements. I really don't have a lot of church announcements. What up? We're about to get to that in a minute, Abby. You know we're about to get to that in a minute. Lord, it's so close. I need to complete the project with something. Oh, child, listen, you need to complete the project and I need to give you the tools you need. But we'll talk. Church announcements. So I told you guys before, we'll focus more on the cruise after we get past Books and Bourbon. Books and Bourbon is pretty much what it's gonna be. The cruise, like I said, make sure you're keeping up with the due date of the final payment, which is in November. Probably in December. I don't have the exact date, but December you can start checking in. So I highly recommend, if you have not done so already, I highly recommend you download the app. You can do everything from the app. You can check in. So that way when you get there, literally once you go through security, if you're already checked in, literally they're walking around with iPads and you give them your name. You say, yeah, I've already been checked in. They look at your information and you're like, and they basically wade you through. At least that has been my experience on the last two cruises that I went on. The one in August, I checked in through the app with my passport. They did make me take another picture because you have to take a picture when you check in. And the picture when I checked in, I didn't have braids. So, the picture that I took before I checked in, my hair was like this. And then, of course, I had got my hair braided. So they did make me take another picture, but it still only took like 2 or 3 minutes. Like it wasn't that serious. The second time I used my birth certificate to check in because my passport, which is so stupid. To me, it's stupid. If your passport is going to expire within 6 months, they don't let you use it. Then what's the purpose? Like, my passport should be good until the day it expires. Why is it if it's going to expire within 6 months, it's no good? That is dumb. But anyway, that's what the situation was. So I didn't know if I was going to have my new passport in time for the cruise. So I just went and I just used my birth certificate. It still only took a few minutes. It didn't take that much longer for me to use my my birth certificate. But I will say this: the ship that we're getting on is a lot bigger than the ship I went on back in February. So if you have your passport, I would recommend you do everything you can beforehand, and that's the less thing you have to do. That's dumb. I said the same thing. This cruise is fine. Right? It's so stupid. Like, to me, if your passport is no good within 6 months, and just make it expire then. Like, I feel like it should be good until the day. It's like your driver's license. Your driver's license is good until the day it expires. That's so stupid. Right, Cajun? So it's a huge ship, so there's a lot more people. So my suggestion is do as much as you can on the front end. That's just my suggestion. Once again, if you guys are staying at the hotel that we're staying in, we will be leaving. We'll be taking care of your transportation. With my passport and picture at check-in, they let me do a fast pass, so I cut the line. Wait a minute, what? With my passport and picture at check-in, they let me do the fast pass so I could cut in the line. I don't know what that means, Tracy. I never heard of the fast pass for the cruise. Oh, okay. I didn't know they had that. Okay. Are we doing a spa day instead of getting off at Nassau? So, okay. That's a good question. Because it's a 3-day pass, Cajun, I think I'm going to still do the spa day, because that means that at any point in time, I can slide over there and get me some spa time. So let me break down what this 3-day cruise is going to look like, because I did it last year, right? We're going to get on the ship Friday morning. Technically, they call that, I guess, a sail day, right? Because we, boom. If you check it on the app, you might get I see what you're saying. Got you, Tracy. Got you, Cajun. Got you. So the spa the spa will be open. Now, I don't know what the hours are going to be on that first night, but the spa is going to be open. Y'all know this, they're going to get all their money. The spa is going to be open. So then that Saturday is when we're going to be in Nassau. Sunday is Coco K, and then the Super Bowl Sunday night. And then, of course, you're getting off the ship on Monday morning. Let me say this. I wasn't going to get off the ship at Nassau. Oh, I got some lipstick on the side of my lip. But because I am hosting this trip, I have to think like a host. And I was talking to Cruiser, and I was like, you know what? I probably will get off the ship, because there may be people that have never been to Nassau and stuff like that. So what I'm probably going to do, because they have like this little area, like a little shopping area where they play live music and stuff like that. And there's a Senior Frogs. So what I'll probably do is go down, get off the ship. If people want to get off the ship and, go down to that little area, maybe go into Senior Frogs, have a drink or two, maybe get something to eat, and then get back on the ship. Now, if I'm being honest with y'all, my thought process is, one, I done been to Nassau, and I'm good. I'm good on Nassau. And that's no disrespect to the people who want to get off. I'm just good on it. Number two, I'm going to have the drink pass. So the non-host part of me is like, why do I need to get off the ship to pay for drinks and I already get on the ship for free? But the host side of me says, we need to get off the ship and at least, go somewhere and hang out with the people for for a little while, and then get back on the ship. So what I'm probably going to do is get off the ship, like I said, at Nassau, go down to the little, that little area where they have the shops and the live music and stuff. Go to Senior Frogs, hang out there for an hour or two, and then get back on the ship. And then, I probably will do the spa day then. I'm still not going to stay off the ship all day long, but I'll get off for a couple of hours. And if people want to meet down in that area or go down there. But the reality of the situation is, y'all might not give a damn. Y'all might be like, really, B, we good? We're going to do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to buy nothing. DB, again, when I say I'm good, I'm good. I ain't bought souvenirs in I think that The last trip I went on where I bought souvenirs was when I went to France. And even then, I didn't buy like t-shirts and keychains. Like I bought when we went to Nice, I bought perfume. I didn't buy Nair souvenir till we got to Nice and we went to all the different perfume shops and stuff. And I bought perfume and cologne. I bought for my, my sister, my brother-in-law, my mom, and my dad. I bought them something from there. But had we not gone to Nice, I hadn't bought nothing. I don't do souvenirs anymore. Because at this point, what I'm buying? What I'm buying? A t-shirt? A keychain? I don't even buy my nephew stuff anymore. You know why? Because my nephew is unimpressed. I bought him a shirt back. Where did I go and I bought him a shirt? I don't even remember where I went. The last time I bought him a shirt, he didn't even open up the bag. I said, you're not going to open up my gift? He said, I know what it is. I said, what is it? He said, it's a t-shirt. And he went on back to doing what he was doing. He was unimpressed. So yeah, I don't do all of that. Tracy said I might get some rum. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we might, I may. So I'm still going to get but I am going to get the spa pass because I want to do the spa. I want to see what it's all about. And since it's a 3-day spa pass, I can use it at any time during those 3 days. I'll probably get it. Because let me be honest with you, when we get back from Coco Cay, I might go straight to the spa. Like when we get on the ship, I might walk straight to the spa and just go and do something, go to you know what I'm saying? Go to the steam room or something straight from, just get back on the ship and walk straight to the spa. So exactly. So I think the answer, that's a long answer to your question. But yeah, I'm still going to get I just don't know when I'm going. But because it's a 3-day pass, it's sort of open-ended. And it's not that expensive. Like if it was like a ridiculous price, but I don't think the price for the 3-day pass I don't think it's bad at all. And to be honest, if this were like a 7-day cruise, I would probably book a facial or something like on that last day. I love me a good facial. Ooh, I love to give me a facial at the spa. I'm not a big massage person, but I like body scrubs and facials. Ooh, right, Cajun. For $59, yeah, for $59, I'll for a 3-day, I would do it. So yeah, so I say all that. Look, that was a long answer, but yeah, the short answer is yeah. But I'm just up in the air about what I'm gonna do Nassau. I'm gonna play it by ear. I'm gonna see how y'all are feeling. Like I said, y'all might be cool, y'all might not be tripping, but that's just my thought process about getting off the ship to pay for something to eat, to pay for liquor when I can get it on the ship. And when me and Cruz, when we did the one back in February, we actually were going to get off the ship, and it started raining. Like literally while we were getting off the ship, as we were getting off the ship, getting ready to walk to where the little trolley, the tram that'll take you down to that area, it literally started raining. And we were like, yeah, that's okay. We got back on the ship and we went to the bar, and we went to a couple of the bars that we just hadn't been to yet. And we tried and we just chilled, it was cool. But anyway, yeah, I definitely can't do a deep tissue massage. I can barely do a regular massage. Yeah, massages don't do it for me. I will get one. I have gotten them, but I'm not like some people are massage people. I like a good facial, and like I said, I love a body scrub, excuse me. Jay already dropped down and said something. Tracy said, I'm not getting off the ship. Meet me at the bar. Right. Exactly. All right. So those are pretty much, I don't really have any other church announcements that I can think of right now. I might think of something as we're talking. Like I said, we don't have a lot to talk about today. I did watch the first episode of Reasonable Doubt. So this is what I'm going to say about this. Can I just be real with y'all about something for a second? Can I be honest? We're going to have an honest conversation today. Can I be real with y'all? It's 116 of y'all here. Can we be real? Ooh, I've never heard of that before, Tracy. A peppermint scalp massage? I've heard of scalp massages, but peppermint? Jay said, I heard somebody was looking for me. Here I go. That's what he said. So let me be honest about something. Y'all don't even watch my Reasonable Doubt reviews. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. Y'all don't even watch my Reasonable Doubt reviews. So I'm sitting here. I thought about that last night. I'm sitting here contemplating and doing all of this thought processing on Hulu situation. And I was like, I said, how many times do you really watch Hulu? How many times do you really watch Disney? Now, Paramount, I do watch because of RuPaul, and it's something else that comes on Paramount that I watch. I do watch Paramount Plus a lot. Now, that I do watch. But Disney and Hulu, in all reality, y'all, I really don't watch it that much. And honestly, I've been giving away my money. Now, I do enjoy Reasonable Doubt, right? And I was like, but in the long run, y'all don't watch my Reasonable Doubt reviews. So am I really losing anything? I'm certainly not losing no money, because I ain't making no money off of those reviews, because I barely get 100 watches on my Reasonable Doubt reviews. Like, I barely crack 100. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, and the episode was good, but can I be honest? Jax is kind of getting on my nerves. I feel like this was kind of my issue with the How to Get Away with Murder show on ABC with Annalise Keaton. I honestly feel like they're making her meaner, and they're making her more like she was already a strong Black woman that didn't take no shit, that stood up to people. But at this point, she's getting, and mind you, this is only one episode, but it's almost unreasonable, her character at this point. Like that scene when they were doing the deposition for the settlement. Girl, you listen. You are more mad at this lady than you are at your husband. Like you, anyway. See, now I'm about to give y'all a review. But anyway, I did watch the first episode. It was good, but I think I am still gonna cancel. So I thought on it. I processed it. By the way, are we boycotting Disney for Ebby's birthday? Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. All right. We're going to have to process that. Ebby said, hell no. The birthday girl has spoken, and we are moving right along. The birthday girl has spoken. But hopefully this... shut up. I'm going to let that one go. All right, moving right along. I think that's all the church announcements we have right now. Moving right along. Katrina said, I thought we was boycotting Disney Plus and Hulu. That's what we're talking about. That is the whole conversation we are having right now, Katrina. She's not doing Greece now. She's doing, her birthday trip is going to be at in Orlando. Listen, Greece came up kind of fast on people, on a sister. So Greece is still there. I still want to go to Greece. It's still very much on my bucket list. Yeah. Life with Us TV, they in Greece right now. I'm gonna go on a Life with Us TV trip. I got to give. The problem is their trips don't be coinciding with the time I can go. But I'm gonna go on one of their trips because they definitely have a good time, and it is such a large group of them. And we talk about African American people who like to travel, and I'm down for it. What up, L? What's up, boo? He said just stopping through real quick before going off to this yacht party tonight. Well, you have a good time on that yacht party, honey. Don't push nobody overboard. Okay. Yes, be careful and have fun. All right, so not Greece and Greek men are on the bucket list. Well, all right. It's okay, Katrina. It's all good, boo. That's what we're having a conversation about. I can't tell y'all. Well, I be telling y'all what to do all the time, don't I? We might as well go ahead and talk about that then. Let's talk about this. Let's read this article. Let's see what's going on with Disney. Disney's on the list today, so let's talk about Disney, child. Oh, I thought I sent it to myself. I ain't sent myself this article. Oh yeah, here it is right here. I'm about to say I thought I had sent myself this article. So this is an article from Tech Radar. It's called "Hit 'em Where It Hurts." Angry Disney Plus and Hulu users are closing their accounts in droves as the Jimmy Kimmel cancellation saga rumbles on. It said Disney may be looking at a mass exodus of users from its streaming service. Disney is facing a major backlash from Disney Plus and Hulu users over the indefinite suspension of Jimmy Kimmel Live and its host. In recent days, swaths of entertainment fan base have taken to the entertainment behemoths fan base has taken to social media to express their disgust over Disney's handling of the situation. And in a bid to make the Hollywood institution sit up and take notice, many have not only confirmed they've canceled their subscription of two of the world's best streaming services, but have also called on others to do the same. And then it talks about what happened with Jimmy Kimmel, which we already know. Per the Washington Post, a host of actors, directors, and producers have expressed outrage over the suspension of Kimmel and his show. Going one step further, Lost co-creator Damon Lindelof took to Instagram on Thursday to state that he wouldn't work for Disney or its subsidies again until Kimmel was reinstated. Tatiana Maslany, star of the Marvel TV show She-Hulk Attorney at Law, has posted on Twitter X and said she has called on her 500,000 subscribers to boycott Disney-owned streaming platforms in a bid to force the entertainment giant to walk back its decision. Threads on Reddit pages such as Our Television and Our Entertainment. These are just two of the numerous threads on these subreddits are littered with comments from irate users who said they've closed their accounts or plan on canceling their subscription in the near future. That includes people who were signed up to Disney Plus and Hulu, plus other services that require subscription to use, such as National Geographic, ESPN, and FX Now. Some are even going so far as to say they'll boycott other Disney-owned properties too, including Disneyland Resorts, Disney Cruise Liners, and the company's merchandise. Reddit isn't the only place people are threatening to boycott. Disney immediate and long-term either users on X and Instagram are doing exactly that. And then they just post some examples of down from the Reddit. So also I saw today online where other Disney people who, Disney stars and stuff are also encouraging the boycott of that. Oh my Lord. El Teddy, what the hell? What in the world? Hold on. What the hell happened while I was gone? Oh, they arguing. Okay, let them go back and forth, child. Anyway, moving right along. Hey, powerful. So Disney stock also dropped for the last 2 days. I believe it dropped 7% yesterday. I'm not sure what the percentage was today, but I know yesterday it dropped by 7%, which is significant for it to drop that fast in one day. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure what it looks like today. Right, with all this boycott, and we should have some nice savings. I know, right? I do know people who said they've definitely seen a difference by them not going to like Target. I know people who absolutely have said they've seen a difference in their bank account with them not going to Target. Cause baby, then Cajun said he loves you, El Teddy. He said he was not arguing with you. That's what he said. A lot of people are boycotting Disney Powerful. A lot of people are. I even saw today where people on Blue Sky and on Instagram where people were saying that they are canceling their trips. They're actually canceling trips to Disney and cruises with Disney and things like that. So now, how long do I think it's going to last? Who knows? But do I think that right now people are upset? Yes. Do I think right now people are mean it? Yeah. Like I said yesterday, the Disney website crashed. The Disney site where you go to cancel, the Disney Plus site, it crashed because there was so many people trying to get in there and cancel at the same time. I will say this though. Powerful said, did I miss something? Well, yeah, the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing. So I do know that Disney, well, I saw an article today that Disney and Jimmy Kimmel Jimmy Kimmel did go to the offices to have a conversation on today. They still could not come to an agreement as to what it was that they wanted, which would be sufficient enough between what they want Jimmy Kimmel to do and what Jimmy Kimmel is willing to do. Here's my thing, though. At the end of the day, Jimmy Kimmel didn't do anything wrong. So the reality of the situation is this isn't about that Jimmy Kimmel really truly offended somebody or really truly said something off wall or, off color. You know what I'm saying? Okay, have a good evening, babe. This is about censorship. This is about fascism. So the reality is if you give an inch, they're going to keep pushing you further and further until you fall off the cliff. So there's really nothing that Jimmy Kimmel can do to satisfy them because this was never about him doing anything wrong. So when you can't really say that he did anything wrong and they're offering to capitulate, let me use one of my big words, to capitulate. The reality of the situation is that just means that the next time they're going to want more and more and more and more. It looks like it's already affected them across the board. The fact that The View did not speak on it yesterday, that already tells you everything we need to know. And then today, Donald Trump was making comments about The View and the FCC chair. So expect The View to be next. I'm just telling y'all now, expect The View to be next. The FCC chair already complaining, talking about that they're violating the fair. Was it the fair? I forget the term for it, but basically there should be a fair amount of time for political pundits on each side of the aisle. First of all, The View has always invited people from both sides of the aisle. But when they're discussing hot topics, they're discussing hot topics. And just because it doesn't always go in your favor doesn't mean they aren't being fair. They're having the conversation. Now, I mean, Donald Trump has been on The View. Hell, famously, him and Rosie O'Donnell had the big falling out, which caused Rosie O'Donnell to quit the first time. So, like, fairness doctrine. Thank you, Barney. I couldn't get it out. Thank you. The fairness doctrine. So it's not like, I mean, when it was time for the campaign, they invited the other side of the aisle on the show, just like they invited Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and Barack Obama. John McCain was on the show. Hell, they hired John McCain's damn daughter. John McCain came on the show. Donald Trump has been on the show. So like we're not gonna sit here and act like the door hasn't been open, right? So this is not about, oh, he violated, oh, he did something wrong. We know that's not what this is about. We know. Oh, damn, Powerful said done. She said, okay, it's canceled. I know that's right. Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell was in Ireland. She said, deuces. I told y'all one of my best friends is leaving the country. She sold her house. She put her house on the market. I think they put it on the market in, when did they put it on the market? Maybe late July. It sold in August. It closes in November. They're leaving the country in January. Like, she already sent a message to the group chat last week and was like, all right, come and get whatever y'all want. Everything must go. Because she was like, we're going to get a small storage unit just to hold on to, like, you know, things like pictures, you know, like those types of personal things. She was like, but we ain't holding on to furniture. We ain't holding on. None of that. We're going to get a small storage unit because she said they may come back, but they don't know about the foreseeable future. So right now, so what they're doing is they're doing a gap year. They're going to travel for a year. And then they're going to decide where they want to settle. They have about 4 or 5 places that they're thinking about. And what they're going to do is they're going to get an Airbnb for like 6 weeks at each of those places that they want to go. 6 weeks to, 2 to 3 months. So they can really get a feel for the day-to-day, being in the mix, being there, being among the people kind of thing. And they're going to go some other places. They're going to travel the world. They want to see the world. I mean, she works from home. He's retired, so, and they're going to travel the world. Things are not as expensive outside of the country, so their money's going to go further. And they're travelers anyway, so they're great at traveling. They're great at finding the deals, all that good stuff. So, excuse me. And so so to answer that question, they don't know yet where they want to settle. I know Panama City is one of the places they're looking at. I think Thailand is one of the places. Thailand or Vietnam, I think, is one of the places. And I can't remember the other place. Yeah. So, and I don't think she's planning to keep her job forever. I think she's planning to keep her job long enough. You know what I mean? And then once they figure out where they're going, she'll find another job. She's good. I mean, as far as her marketable skill, she's good. And like I said, her husband, he just retired. So they got some other things going on as far as other revenues of income and stuff like that. They've planned it out. Like, they didn't just wake up one day and say, we're leaving the country. They got a plan. And I can't wait to go visit them wherever they end up. Why they should just do the year-round cruise? No, she doesn't like cruises, so that's not an option for them. I think one of the places is in Mexico. One is Panama City. One is either Vietnam or Thailand. And I can't think. It's like 4 places that they're looking at. What do you mean she needs to check the State Department regarding what's going on? What you mean? I don't understand what you're saying, Diamond. Yeah, I don't think that, like, right now they don't plan to come back in the foreseeable future. But I think, obviously once the things with this, administration, certainly not before that happens. They're not planning to come back before that. So, Diamond Pearl. I mean, I know you don't know my friend, but let me be clear. All of that's covered. She's good. The research that needs to be done is done. I promise you that. I promise y'all. Whatever research needs to be done, whatever she needs to, I promise y'all she's good. I know y'all don't know my friend, but I'm telling you, it's done. It's good. I promise you it's good. We gonna get there, Don. We gonna get there. So there's that. Now, let me get into this other serious topic, and then we'll get to celebrity news and all of that stuff. Y'all know we're gonna talk about Barty. y'all know I love me some Cardi, so we're going to get there. So let's talk about, and I feel like I'm taking El Teddy's place right now, although I'm probably not going to give it justice. Let's read this article about these spineless ass Democrats. I'm so sick of the Democrats. I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard. Oh, and remind me, let me put it on my list because I might forget. Let me put it on my list. Hold on. So let's read this article. House passes resolution to honor Charlie Kirk as dozens of Democrats withhold support. So I don't know where this headline came from that said it unanimously passed. I've been seeing that all day that says that this resolution on Charlie Kirk passed unanimously. It did not. And I don't understand where that's coming from. But let's read this article. I still don't like what happened, but I do want to be clear. It was not unanimous. But anyway, let me read this article, you guys. All these pop-ups. Okay. A resolution honoring the life of Charlie Kirk passed the House Friday during a fight to fund the government, splitting the Democratic caucus. The resolution passed 380, 458 against, and 38 other Democrats voted present, while 22 Democrats walked out. I'm sorry. Yeah. Hold on. Let me read that again. The resolution passed 380 to 58 with unified Republican support. Democrats were divided, with 95 members voting in support, 58 opposing, and 38 other voted present. And like I said, 22 walked out of the chamber. This the fuck I don't understand. What is present? What does that mean? What the fuck? Either vote yes or no. Shit or get off the pot. What the fuck are you voting present for? That's stupid. House Democratic leadership told its caucus in the meeting on Thursday that they would be supporting the resolution, but that their members could vote with their conscience. Why in the fuck are we supporting it? And I say we because I am still a registered Democrat temporarily, because I think by the next election I won't be. But right now I am still a registered Democrat. But explain to me, and the reason why I'm a registered Democrat is because in DC, you can't vote in the primary if you're independent. And yes, I'm still registered in DC. That's another conversation. Anyway, I just don't understand why they're supporting it. So it doesn't even matter that there was a split vote. Why the fuck are the Democrats even supporting this bullshit? The party has been split in the handling of the Kirk assassination as the party moves to condemn political violence, while some in the party do not agree with the language describing Kirk in the bill. Empathy is not a celebration. I empathize with his family and his children, but he was a racist, hateful person. Said Representative Sher Thander, a Democrat from Michigan. I represent the blackest city in America, and he was a very, very racist towards black people, black women, and I cannot in good conscience celebrate him. You know, this is what I know. I know that maybe I'm just going to have a long talk with my God, because like, I'm not even being funny, y'all. My brain cannot wrap around this shit. You start off the sentence with saying empathy is not a celebration, and I empathize with his family and his children. But then you go on to talk about how horrible of a person he is. Here's the reality of the situation. I don't empathize with any of them. I don't. This is the same man that said he didn't believe in empathy, that empathy was a made up word that didn't exist and that it was bullshit. So I'm supposed to have empathy for a man that doesn't even believe in empathy? And I don't want anybody talking about be the bigger person, yada, 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 woo, woo. I'm not the bigger person. And I don't want to be. And I'm not trying to be. Not when it comes to this. See, here's the thing. I'm going to take his children out of this part of the conversation because his children are not old enough to make this decision for themselves. So the children part, I will put the children over here to the side. But here's what I'm going to say. I don't empathize with anybody that chose to be a part of this man's life, knowing how nasty of a person he was, how racist of a person he was, how misogynistic of a person he was. That I'm not going to do because you chose to be around him, which tells me that either you agreed with him or it wasn't a deal breaker for you. It's a deal breaker for me. It's a deal breaker for me. Now, his children don't have that option. Obviously, they're kids. But his wife did. His cousins, uncles, friends did. So they chose to be around this man with everything that he said and did and believed. Let me finish reading this article, honey. Oh, Lord, I didn't. Oh, yes. I'm about to say I didn't close the article down. Representative AOC said she was among the 58 Democrats voting against the resolution, which said caused great pain. We should be clear about who Charlie Kirk was, a man who believed that the Civil Rights Act that granted Black Americans the right to vote was a mistake, who after the violent attack on Paul Pelosi claimed that some amazing patriot should bail out his brutal assailant. She said in a floor speech that also denounced his unaliving. The New York Democrat took issue with the part of the Kirk resolution that said Kirk's commitment to civil discussion and debate should be a model for young Americans across the political spectrum, and that he worked tirelessly to promote unity. Absolutely, because he did not. She also said that his rhetoric and beliefs were ignorant, uneducated, and sought to disenfranchise millions of Americans. The resolution was introduced by Speaker Mike Johnson to honor the life of Kirk and condemn political violence. It praises him as a courageous American patriot and says that he was always seeking to elevate the truth, foster understanding, and strengthen the republic. The National Republican okay, forget it. Y'all get it. I'm sick of reading this shit. I'm tired. I'm sick of reading it. A similar resolution was passed 42-4 in June, condemning the assassination of former Speaker of the House, Minnesota House, Melissa Hortman. Sorry. Republicans immediately slammed the no vote, saying this should have been a unanimous vote. No, it shouldn't have. So this article, I can send it to y'all. I know El Teddy reads all the names. I'm not reading all these people's names. But the article does list everybody who voted against. And it lists the members who voted present. And the first name that pops up is a woman that I used to work for. One of the people that voted present, the first name that pops up on the list is a woman that was actually one of my professors in college that I actually worked on her campaign. Representative Alma Adams from North Carolina. She was a state representative when I was at Bennett. I actually took classes from her because y'all know my undergrad degree is in political science. So I took a couple of classes. One of the classes I took from her was Women in Politics. And I actually worked on her campaign for state representative. She was a present vote. Y'all, I don't understand. Like, I get politics. Like I said, my undergrad degree is in politics. Y'all, I get it. But I don't get this. Yeah, Alma Adams. I'm disappointed as well. I don't get this. Like, there's absolutely no reason in the world why anybody on the other. And here's the thing. Y'all saying, oh, we want to condemn political violence. Y'all do understand that that's not what this is about. See, stop. See, this is my problem. Stop pretending like y'all are falling for the bullshit. That's not what this shit is about. This resolution is not about condemning political violence, because if they really gave a damn about condemning political violence, we'd have been condemned political violence when it was affecting people on both sides of the aisle before we got here. They're actually going to have a day of remembrance for Charlie Kirk. A day of remembrance for Charlie Kirk. Now, the funny thing is, the day of remembrance is going to be on the same day as George Floyd's birthday. So I say that we flood our social media with pictures of George Floyd on that day. And I don't have the date in front of me. It's sometime next month. It's October or something. But I say that we flood like we did on when Trump had his parade and we all posted pictures of Barack Obama. I say we post on all of everybody's social media platform. I say that we flood our social media with pictures of George Floyd. October the 14th, thank you. That's what I say we do. I saw a TikToker today that was talking about how Charlie Kirk trolled George Floyd's daughter. So again, when we start talking about having empathy for the kids, that him and his followers actually trolled George Floyd's daughter on social media, bullied her, said things, sent pictures, memes of her dad dying. Charlie Kirk used to play that footage, the body cam footage of George Floyd dying, over and over and over again while he made jokes. But we're supposed to have empathy. What do you mean? How did it get approved? I just told you how it got approved. That was part of the bill. That was part of the bill that they voted on today. That was part of the bill, La Night. That's how it got approved. Hey, lovely True Red. Hey, boo. I know Iron Diva. I know. So anyway, y'all, that's it. So when I say that the Democrats are spineless, like I am sick of them. Like I'm so sick of them. No, it's not Crash. No, they back up. It just pisses me off because I'm just like, what the fuck? Like
history.
What would you have us do?
I would actually, you know what? I'd just like you to show that you give a damn, that you got a little emotion about the fact that people are losing their jobs indiscriminately.
Just do something. Show that you give a damn. Do something. The whole network was down at the Internal Revenue Service. Ooh, what y'all doing over there to the IRS? There you go, Chuck. I think I'll probably do the same thing. Change my picture to a picture of George Floyd on October the 14th. I think that's what I'm going to do too. Anyway, let's move on because y'all know I can't stay there too long because my brain just can't wrap around this bullshit. It just cannot. I am no longer in conflict about the Chrisleys. Remember, I told you guys that I really do like the Chrisleys, even though I've been in conflict. I wasn't gonna watch the show or review the show, but of course the clips are all over TikTok every time I go on TikTok. But I came across a clip today And that pretty much told me what I needed to know. And now I'm done with my conflict. Let me let y'all hear the TikTok that I heard today. This is a clip from their podcast. I'm not even sure what the question was, but here's the answer. Like I said, I don't even know what the question was, but I'm going to let y'all hear. Now, this is Julie Chrisley. I don't know what the question was, but let's talk about it.
My best friend in this world is a Black woman who does not share my same political views.
Amen.
Now, I trust her with my life. I trust her with my children. Yeah. If I needed something, she is there. Yeah. And if she needs something, I'm there.
And she was there at that visitation when you were there too.
She visited me in prison. Mm-hmm. She came to court for me.
From Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And she and I have been friends for 20 years. We were pregnant with Grayson and her daughter at the same time. Yeah. We met. So they are 19 years old. So you might as well say a 20-year friendship. So has nothing to do with any of that, you know? And it's so sad that it causes people love to find joy in the division. They love to find comfort in a division that just doesn't have to be there. Yeah. You know, like I said, my very best friend, we don't share the same political views. Right. But
so let's unpack that clip, because a lot was said in that clip. I feel like the question might have been something along the lines of MAGA, Trump. I don't know, but I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. First thing she said was her very best friend is a Black woman. Y'all already know that whenever somebody has to start off an explanation by telling you that they're in close proximity, that's number one. Number two, I understand everybody don't want to be on camera. I get it. But I watched that show. I remember this lady. That don't mean she ain't a friend. That don't mean she wasn't around. I'm just saying, I don't know this lady. I met a whole lot of their white friends on the show. Business people they used to go play golf with and did business with and went out to lunch with. I ain't saying she wasn't on an episode, because I mean, I'm sure I missed some episodes here and there. I ain't gonna say I watched every single episode of the show, but I don't remember this lady on the show. Number three, when she said we don't share the same political views, that's all I needed to know. Because once again, I'm back where I started. Now, I still don't know whether they're just Republicans or if they're MAGA. And there is a difference. There is a difference between being Republican and being MAGA. However, that's all I need to know. When you say we don't share the same political views, and you said it twice. You said it twice. That's all I need to know. I'm good. Powerful, I see you, baby. Powerful said, I've met the lady. They're good friends. You said the Chrisleys are liberals. The Chrisleys are not liberals. Ain't no way in hell. Nope. That's my opinion. I don't know these people personally. In my opinion, they ain't liberals. Because when she said we don't share the same political views, that's what that says to me. The likelihood that they're liberal and their friend is MAGA, or that their friend is a right-wing Republican, is slim to none. So how they don't share the same political views? No, their daughter is MAGA. That's two different things. Their daughter is MAGA. You said their daughter's Republican. No, she's MAGA. Yeah, they're not liberals. I don't believe that. That's my opinion. I don't believe that they are liberals. Now, do I think that they are burning cross racist? No, I'm not saying that either. But I do not believe that they are liberals. And when she said we don't share the same political views, not once but twice, Todd said they are socially liberal. Well, that sounds like a liar to me. I mean, somebody that's socially liberal, that sounds like a... So you socially liberal, but you a closet racist? Like, I don't understand what that means. What the fuck does that mean, a social liberal? I don't even understand that term. They're doing just what Snoop did to get his friends pardoned. What did Snoop do to get his friends pardoned? Because, again, I think Snoop feel the way he feel. I don't think that Snoop is MAGA, but I don't think Snoop is mad at Donald Trump either. Not anymore. I think maybe once upon a time he was. Listen, let me say this. This is where I am in my life today. I am no longer making excuses for people. You do what you do, you feel how you feel, and you live in that shit. Snoop, you did what you did because you did what you did. Okay, you might say he did it so he could get his friend out of jail. Well, if the price of you getting your friend out of jail is your dignity, your self-respect, and selling out your people, then I still can't fuck with you. I still can't fuck with you. Sorry, not sorry. That's just how I feel about it. And I'm on the outside looking in. Let's be clear. I'm on the outside looking in. Example, Chrisley Chenoweth is a social liberal. Giving me an example still don't explain what that means. I don't know what that means. Am I not being funny? I don't know what that means to be a social liberal. I don't understand what that means. Like, don't give me an example of who is one. Give me a definition. Because I don't know what the fuck that means. Thank you, Diamond Pearl. When they show you who they are, believe them the first time. I'm sorry. I understand that doing what they did got them out of prison. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't understand why a daughter would fight for her parents, however she had to fight for her parents. I'm not judging that part. That's why I said I've been conflicted, right? That y'all know from the beginning, I've been saying that's why I've been conflicted, because how much of MAGA are they versus doing what they had to do to get out of jail? And again, they're not my friends in real life. I don't know these people and they don't know me and they don't owe me shit. But what I'm saying is, for me to consume their product, which I used to consume and thoroughly enjoy, I have to understand what I'm looking at here. And that's why I said that's where I was conflicted. Do I think that Todd Chrisley is MAGA? No, I don't think I do. I think his daughter is. I don't think she just did what she had to do to get her parents out of jail. I think she believes this shit. Because if you watch the clips, they allude to the fact that they don't agree with a lot of her points of view. But that doesn't mean that they're not Republican. But this is my opinion. The term might refer to a Republican Party member with more moderate or libertarian social views. I don't understand. And I'm not even trying to be dense, y'all. I really don't understand what y'all saying. Social Republican, which is distinct from the more common term social conservative in a modern U.S. political... Hold on. Let me scroll back up. Hold on. Let me read that from the beginning. Hold on. A social Republican can refer to a specific political ideology known as social republicanism, which is distinct from the more common term social conservative. Todd said on his podcast that he is not Republican. I hear what you're telling me, Powerful. I hear what you're saying. I just... I just. Then what are they? They independent? Did he say what they were? You know what? It don't even matter. Ain't my business. It's not my business. I'm just saying for me, I'm no longer conflicted. Okay. All right, Bab said a person who presents as liberal to the public because it looks acceptable, but it really Bab, that's exactly what that means. And again, I was being facetious because again, that's like somebody saying, oh, I'm just a social smoker. You're a fucking smoker. Anyway. Okay. Powerful. Okay. I just, like I said, for me, when she said that this black woman who I've been friends with for 20 years and we don't agree we don't agree politically, in my mind, and I know not every black person is is left wing or liberal or whatever. I get that. I know we got a whole lot of black MAGA. We have a lot of black Republicans. So it could very well be that her very best black friend is Republican and they're liberal. I guess it could go that way. But anyway, moving right along, child. Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't know that man personally, and he ain't my friend. So, and again, my issue isn't being Republican. My issue is being MAGA. Let's be clear. She answered the question like because you effed the question they asked her. She answered the question like because, hey D, what's up, boo? Because you effed the question they asked her. I think you might have missed a word or something powerful. I don't understand what you're saying. Anyway, moving right along. Right. That could be the case, but child, the likelihood of that being it. But again, all I'm saying is I'm no longer conflicted. That was all I needed to hear. My best friend is black. We don't agree politically, but we love each other. And let's be clear, my issue isn't Republican. My issue is MAGA. Let's be clear. Okay. Right. Kia says, I don't have a problem with Republicans. I have a problem with MAGA who makes sport hating people when they don't get their way and everything is given to them. My problem is MAGA who is supporting a fascist dictatorship, censorship, and all the things that we're seeing. That's my issue. Again, I have had friends my whole life. I have family members that are Republican. I've had friends my whole life that are Republican. Hell, I went to a white high school. Let's be clear, okay? I went to a white high school in the 90s. Let's be clear. But that's not my issue. I have blocked and unfriended people on Facebook because they were MAGA that I went to high school with. But then there's some other friends I went to high school with that are Republican. They're not MAGA. Two different things. She answered a question that she was asked. You have to know the context before you judge. What is the context that I don't know that I'm judging? She said we have different political views. What is it that I'm missing in that answer? Again, you're right. I don't know the question, but her answer, I don't understand how no one can you tell me what the question was then? Maybe I'll know that. Maybe that'll help me if I know the question then. Tell me. If you could tell me the question and that would change the context, then let me know. Because I'm not sure how that would change her answer. Or how I understood her answer. Right. Anna Navarro is very much Republican. Sure is. But she's not MAGA. Absolutely. They asked about Todd's friendship with Candy and why people are so surprised by it. That still doesn't change my opinion about what she said. I hear you, though. Thank you for that context. But again, my problem with let me not say problem, because again, these not my friends. My thought process was when she said, we don't agree politically. That's me. But I hear what you're saying, that it was about Todd's relationship with Candy. I got that. Again, the we don't agree politically was the part that did it for me. That's what it did it for me. But we're gonna move on. All right. Something that y'all said that made me think of something. Damn. Oh, somebody is that saying she's MAGA because I don't understand how you came to your conclusion. No, I didn't say that. I said, let me rewind. I don't know if you didn't hear me from the beginning, so let me rewind. I am not saying that her or Todd are MAGA. Matter of fact, I think I've said that over and over again, that I'm not saying that they're MAGA, and I don't know if they're MAGA. What I am saying is, please, I hate when y'all do that. Please stop doing that. And I'm not fussing at you, Cajun. I'm saying to everybody, please stop doing that when moving on, or just move on, or move on. I'm going to move on when I'm done. That irritates me when y'all do that. And I apologize, but please let me finish what I'm saying. Because I think I want to be respectful to the people that I'm talking to in the chat. Y'all want me to talk to y'all when y'all are saying something in the chat? Let me finish my thought. I don't like when y'all do that. And I'm not fussing at anybody in particular. I'm just letting y'all know for future. Please stop doing that. Okay. So what I'm saying is this. My point is, when she said we don't agree politically, that said all I needed to know as it relates to for me, y'all. This is for me. It may not be for you, and that's fine. It may not have made you feel no kind of way. This how for me, because I've been conflicted. The average Black person, and I know that I'm telling you my thought. The average Black person down in Georgia or Atlanta, and her over here. That's what I'm saying for me. It may not have made you feel that way. It may not have made other people in this chat feel that way. But for me is what I'm saying. And I'm sorry if y'all don't agree, and that's fine. Y'all don't have to agree with me, and I love y'all anyway, and I hope you still love me. We ain't got to agree. We really don't. But for me, I have been very conflicted about whether I'm going to support Todd Chrisley, whether I'm going to watch this podcast, whether I'm going to engage, because I really enjoyed Todd. But again, y'all, in these days and times, I have to be very careful for my spirit. I got you, powerful. I hear you. Let me say this, and then I'm going to move on. Somebody posted on somebody that friends is a loose word. I wouldn't call us friends. I wouldn't call us friends, but he posted this today on Threads. He said, I'm seeing a lot of blocking and drama over this Kirk guy. My take, just like with Trump, why lose friends and family over someone you don't even know? Life's too short. Cherish your loved ones. You'll regret it later. Just saying. And my response to him was, I choose not to be friends or in community with someone who supports bigotry, rape, and racism. So it's no loss to me, and no, I won't regret it. That's where I am at this point in my life, y'all. If I have to question whether your politics infringe on my very existence, then we got to move on. Then we can't be friends. That's me. If I have to question whether your politics infringe on my very right to live, we can't be friends. And I don't give a fuck if you family or not. You're somebody I choose to not be in community with. And for everybody, that threshold is different. That threshold is different for everybody. But for me, I already told y'all, I'd rather you just not tell me so I can be ignorant and continue to enjoy my friendship with you. But the minute you tell me, sorry, not sorry. That's just me. Now, again, if I knew Todd Chrisley in real life and had conversations with him, I might have a different thought process. But we're not friends. I don't know that man. And I'm sure that this conversation will never reach his ears. And if it ever did, he wouldn't give a fuck. But moving right along. Let's get into some light stuff. We done did the heavy stuff, y'all. Let's get into some light stuff, child. Let's get into some light stuff. Where we going, child? Child, Dame Dash sent another demand letter, but this time he sent it to Cameron. Not a lawsuit, y'all. He did not file a lawsuit. He filed another demand letter to Cameron. This what it looked like. It's a demand letter. And I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to read just enough for y'all to understand what this man doing. Formal demand for the $300,000 in damages for defamation, torturous interference, business disparagement, harassment, conspiracy, and unjust enrichment. Dear Mr. Giles, this office represents Dame Dash, Raquel Horn, and the Dash Group. Please be advised that this letter constitutes a formal demand for immediate corrective action and compensation arising from your unlawful actions. Now, mind you, this is different from yesterday. Yesterday, we didn't get this representative thing. So maybe somebody told him, you got to make this look a little more formal. Because yesterday, it just said, dear so-and-so. It didn't say nothing about I'm representing. So maybe somebody told him, you got to make this look a little more formal. Mind you, it goes straight into factual background, like it's a real lawsuit, but moving right along. Defamation of Dame Dash. You made repeated public statements, including an Instagram, falsely calling Mr. Dash a liar. Sir, you've already lost your lawsuit. You know why you've already lost your lawsuit? Because they proved that you were a liar. What's today? Friday, Wednesday, when you went on the Breakfast Club and said you were the new CEO of Revolt. And Revolt came down and said, we don't know him. Revolt came down here and said, we don't know him. We don't know him. So, sir, you've already lost, but I'll keep reading just for shits and giggles. You admitted on video that the entire situation was a lineup. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry. Undermining his credibility in connection with bosses, take, losers, and other business dealings. You admitted on video that the entire situation was a lineup, thereby conceding participation in reputational sabotage. Okay. These actions interfered with Mr. Dash's business negotiations, including with Rockefeller and Jay-Z. Sir, So that ship has sailed. Jay-Z won't even take your calls. What are you talking about? Defamation and harassment of Raquel Horn. That's his girlfriend or wife, but that's his baby. You published social media posts falsely stating that Dame Dash owns nothing and that all assets are in Ms. Horn's name. You disparaged Ms. Horn personally, causing humiliation, reputational harm, and emotional distress. Disparagement of the Dash Group. By publicly attacking Mr. Dash's ownership, interest, and credibility, you damaged the Dash Group reputation and interfered with its ability to conduct business. I think the bankruptcy that you just filed might have affected something. You don't think? Okay. You made false statements about the ownership of Mr. Dash and Ms. Horn's residence. You made comments that forced Mr. Dash to involve his son, Christian Dash, causing him discomfort. Now, he did do that. Now, Cameron, you did do that. You called his son and asked him to do your podcast. And you said you would pay him. How horrible. How terrible that you offered to pay him to come and do an interview. Cameron, can you offend me that way? Pay me to do an interview. How about that? You attempted to pay Damon Dash $5,000 to appear on your show for the purpose of embarrassing his father. Despite knowing the sensitive nature of their relationship. The Pink Mink cannabis deal. Mr. Dash introduced you to Larry Smith for the purpose of pursuing a cannabis venture, including the proposed Pink Mink strain. You went behind his back and pursued the deal directly, cutting him out entirely. That's all. I just screenshotted that one page, y'all. Look. Somebody go make sure Dame Dash is okay. I really feel like he is just spazzing out. I feel like he is unraveling. I feel like people like him need to be in control. And right now, his life is out of his control. And I feel like he's sort of spiraling. Yeah, I think it's the same one from Growing Up Hip Hop. That was what, 5 years ago? 6 years ago? Child. Anyway. Update on Trey, the young man that they found hanging from the tree at Delta State. The autopsy said that that he unalived himself. Trey Reed from Delta State University. The autopsy said that he unalived himself. Colin Kaepernick has offered to pay for the independent autopsy. I hope they take him up on his offer, and I hope they do that because I got questions. Update, singer D4vid, his tour has been canceled. We know yesterday that the police were searching the home that he was living in, and it says they were looking for blood. There's a clip circulating. I don't, Taya, I have not been able to confirm that. I read that online. I don't know if that has been confirmed that his arms and legs were broken. I've read that. But, when stuff like this happens, so much stuff starts being circulated online. You don't know what's real and what's not real. So I think that we'll wait and get that information because I don't know. There's a clip circulating online, of a teacher, a former teacher of this young lady who alleges that he knows that they were friends and that they've known each other for years. Now, that's what he said. That's what this teacher said. I don't understand why this teacher, well, I shouldn't say that, but I don't know why this teacher, well, I guess I'm going to say it. I don't know why this teacher was having this conversation with his students, but okay. I anticipate an indictment coming very soon. I ain't saying who's gonna get indicted because again, I don't know what the police have, but I do anticipate an indictment coming very soon. I do. Hold on, somebody just Tracy, was you? This is you that just sent me something.
That's her in my classroom in front of.
Yeah, this is the clip.
This poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
How long ago was
this? We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people the story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media. That's her in my classroom.
I'm not understanding why they were having this conversation. I don't know if he was trying to warn them against social media, but I don't think that was an appropriate conversation. But who the hell am I? What's this, Tracy? Something. D4vid Discord moderator claims they didn't know Celeste was underage and a missing person. Why are you really? What is wrong with y'all? Yeah, this is in class. I don't think that was an appropriate conversation, but again, right, exactly, Marnie. It sounds like a kid telling a story. See, can I tell y'all something? I'm irritated right now with adults and kids anyway, because I had a really rough week this week with the adults that I work with. The adults got on my nerves more than the kids did this week. I get really sick of adults trying to be friends with kids by allowing them to break rules. That is not how you become friends with kids. You don't need to let them break the rules to be their friend. You don't have to bribe them to be your friend. You build relationships. That is what you do with kids. I also don't feel like you need to yell at kids all the fucking time. I also don't feel like you need to call kids out of their name. And when I see adults do it, I can't defend it, and it's not okay. But as an adult, you put me in a situation where I don't want to contradict you in front of the kid, because then it fucks up a future relationship for everybody. So it was just one of those weeks that I had to deal with the adults, and how do I talk to the adults in a way that allows everybody to keep their fucking dignity and their respect, but address that bullshit. But moving right along. So this is what the statement that his Discord, I guess the moderator of his Discord said. To the members of this server, we, the Discord and Twitch staff team, want to clarify what we knew and didn't know regarding Celeste. You shouldn't say anything. This is a criminal investigation. Shut the fuck up. But okay. We were not aware of her true age or that she was a missing person. We also did not have any contact with her outside of what was public. Then why does it matter? If you didn't have any contact with her other than within the Discord group, then why the fuck does it matter? From what was shared in David's Twitch streams and from her role on the server, we understood her to be around 18 or 19. She appeared in 2 streams, but otherwise was not active in the server. Y'all are, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Who told y'all to do this? But otherwise was not active on the server. We did not have ongoing communication with her. Most of us are not located in California, so we were not aware of any missing person reports connected to her. Additionally, the staff team has had minimal contact with David or his management. The mention of her full name within the server was not seen in real time due to how fast the chat. This was stupid. It sounds like y'all are trying to separate yourself from this young lady, which is further proving that this young lady was very much a part of this community, was very much a part of his fan base or whatever. The fact that y'all knew who she was, y'all acknowledging that she was a part of the Discord, part of the Twitch, that she's been in streams, for you to say, oh, well, none of us, most of us don't even live in California. We didn't know she was a missing person. Oh, we thought she was 18 or 19. Meaning you're trying to say that you thought she was legal and of age, which makes me feel like, was she doing something she shouldn't have been doing? Because the reality is you can be a fan of somebody and be under 18. You can be in a Discord. You can be on a Twitch and be under 18. So why are y'all releasing a statement separating yourselves unless it's more information that y'all are trying to cover up? See, that's what I'd be thinking. Because other than that, why would you need to say anything? I ain't done. They still snitching. The mention of her full name within the server was not seen in real time due to how fast the chat moves when David pings everyone. As a result of this situation, the majority of the staff team has left the server and we no longer associate with David. So y'all sound like y'all really think this man is guilty. That's what it sounds like to me. We do not support these actions in any capacity. What actions? Nothing has been proven yet. Unless you know something we don't know. You see what I'm saying? The more you talk, nothing has been proven yet. He ain't even been charged yet. I mean, I'm not saying he's innocent, but I'm just saying. Our priority has always been the well-being of members in this community. We are deeply saddened by the situation and extend our prayers to Celeste's family. May she rest in peace and may her family receive justice. To support the family directly, and there's a link for the GoFundMe, and then it says rest in peace Celeste, and then it has her full name. Y'all are stupid. Every single one of y'all is stupid. Number one, shutting the fuck up is free. Ain't nobody came knocking on y'all's door. Nobody has accused any of y'all of doing anything. Ain't nobody accused y'all. Now, maybe behind the scenes, the police have reached out to y'all. Maybe behind the scenes, the police have knocked on your door. But nobody has come looking for y'all. The GoFundMe is for her funeral, I'm sure, Cindy. I'm sure it's for the young lady that passed away. That's number one. Number two, if the police have come knocking on your door, that's all the more reason to shut the fuck up. Number three, in that statement, you have admitted a lot of stuff. One, from that statement, it sounded to me like y'all think David did it. It sounds to me that y'all think that David did it. That Cruiser said, why I walk in on y'all are stupid? Because they stupid, Cruiser. Number one, you're acknowledging that this young lady was very much a part of this community, which publicly, I ain't saying privately, okay? I don't know what the police have said or haven't said, but publicly, that has not been confirmed to anybody. It's been a lot of rumors, but publicly, none of that has been confirmed. So you just confirmed that this young lady was very much a part of the community on the Discord and the Twitch. You also confirmed that she was on streams on Twitch, at least 2 you said. You also confirmed that you believe, whoever wrote this statement, that you believe that something nefarious happened between this young lady and David, because why did it matter how old she was if she was just a fan hanging out in the Discord or just a fan hanging out on the Twitch? Now, y'all know I don't do Discord, so I don't understand how Discord works. I really don't do Twitch either. But what I do know is if she wasn't doing something that people under the age of 18 should do, why the fuck does it matter if she was in a Twitch stream or if she was on the Discord? Why does it matter? So why would you even put that in there? We didn't know we thought she was 18 or 19 years old. Conveniently, you put her over the age of 18. Conveniently. Then you said, well, we didn't know her full name, so we didn't know that she was a missing person. Again, I say, if y'all didn't do anything to this young lady or y'all didn't know that this young lady was involved in anything, why would that matter? Whether you knew she was a runaway or not. Yeah, she was found in the same state where she was reported missing from. Sure, yeah, California. It's like, who told y'all to do this? That was dumb. Whoever posted that, or whoever, that was just dumb. Really, I learned a long time ago that people were telling themselves anytime, just let them ramble on. Oh yeah, people talk. You let them talk, they're gonna say talk. Right, Twitch has a lot of kids on there. Like, again, that statement tells me that y'all believe. That statement tells me that y'all believe. And then you said, we don't have nothing to do with what he did. Well, that's not what y'all said, but which means that y'all believe that this man is guilty. Y'all believe this man is guilty. And either you believe it because you just want to separate yourself, or you know something, and that's why you believe it. Child, y'all stupid as hell. I don't know. Anyway, moving right along. Twitch also has an 18 plus feature. Right. So one or two things. If you have the 18 over feature, then like, I'm going to use YouTube as an example. If, like for me, all of my videos are set for 18 and older. I specifically set all my videos that this is not a video for children, which means that if you have an account, when you register your YouTube account, you have to put your age in. So if your YouTube profile or whatever is under 18, you can't even see my video. Now, can you log in under a fake account or a different account or your mama's account or whatever? Yes. But what that means is I am not responsible for anybody who comes across my video who is under the age of 18, because I done already set the setting that this is not a video for children. So I'm sure if Twitch has that feature, then either A, Celeste lied and set up a fake account to get in there, or he don't have that feature turned on. In the UK, police caution you by stating you don't have to say anything, stop talking. Well, they do the same thing in the United States. They read your Miranda rights. Now, whether people choose to accept it or not, that's on them. But they tell you anything, and they even say anything you can, anything you say can and will be used against you. And people still be talking. Because people think they're smarter than the program. Yeah, my students get in here. I mean, and again, I don't think that there's like a block, unless you put a parental block on your account. But what I'm saying is, I'm letting everybody know, if you come across this video, it is not a children's video. This ain't no kids video. We ain't learning 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Tracy, I suspect that probably within the next couple of days, somebody getting arrested. Now, I ain't gonna say who. But based on that statement, I feel like there's a lot more going on behind the scenes, a lot more things that are happening behind the scenes that haven't been made public yet. Because that statement is very, very much sounds like hold on. That statement very much sounds like I'm trying to separate myself from this shit for real, for real. So I feel like the police probably have reached out to them, or maybe there's a subpoena for the server, and maybe they're trying to separate themselves from whatever the police about to find, which makes me feel like y'all did know what the fuck was going on. Now, that's my opinion. But anyway. All right, you guys. All right. Last two stories. Why was the teacher telling the kids that instead of going directly to the police? Child, I don't know. Some people just want to be a part of the conversation. Because once again, I'm not saying shit. But I need the police to come forward. How was she missing, but her whole family knew where she was? Why wasn't David arrested before? So again, where's that? Where are you getting that information from, Xavier, that her family knew where she was? Where's that information? I didn't see it. I might have missed it. I didn't see an article that said that her family knew where she was. I know they said that her family reported her missing. But where'd they say that? Was that on TMZ or something? No, the Tesla wasn't reported stolen. It was just abandoned. So they booted it and then they towed it. And again, if the family reported her missing, right? And the family knew where she was and they didn't go to the police to tell the police to go get her and make her come home, then that's not on the police. The police didn't know where she was. The family did. Her brother was the one who said David took his sister and she kept running away to be with him. Then he didn't take her. I mean, I guess we're back to... The brother said that she kept running away to be with him. So it sounds like somebody was going to get her and bringing her back, and she kept running away. That's what it sounds like. To say, well, she kept running away to be with him, it sounds like somebody was coming to get him. Coming to get her. It sounds like she kept running away. Let me tell you something. If a child has made up her mind, a child has made up his or her mind. And I understand the police, the parents can go get her, the police can go get her, they can lock her in her bedroom. But what you gonna do? You gotta let her go to school. You gotta let her go to school, or they're gonna come and arrest you for not letting her go to school. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. At a certain point, the police gonna stop picking her up. Now they can arrest her for delinquency, and I mean, there's different things they can do. But with David, as far as if that's where she was, and he's an adult, and the parents know that's where she is, then yes, there should have been something. In my opinion, if the police knew, I mean, if the parents knew that's where she was, and they kept going to get her, and she kept running away there, then yeah, I do feel like they could have gone to the police and said, we want to press charges for statutory, for yes. I do feel like there's something should have been done on that level. I agree. That I agree with. But again, all of this is information that we don't know to be a fact. We know what the brother is saying versus what we don't know. I'm gonna say this. For me, I'm very cautious about indicting people until we know the full story. Yeah, that's his car. It's his car, and they searched his house yesterday. So, yeah, she definitely was under the age of consent. So, yeah, I agree that there's something that the family could have done if they knew that's where she was. Yeah. But I also know that here's the thing, and this goes back to like going back to like the R. Kelly stuff, right? If there's no victim to testify, it's only going to go but so far. And again, I don't know all of the details in this situation, but if the family said, listen, we're going to file charges because he keeps allowing our underage child to come and stay in his home, right? And the police go and they talk to the young lady. And she says, he's my friend. What are you talking about? He's not making me. I'm leaving because I want to leave. My mom beats me. My daddy starves me. I'm going because that's where I want to go. How far you think that case is going? How much jail time you think he get ready to do? And again, I don't know all the ins and outs of what happened. None of us know. We know what people are saying to social media. We do not know what has come back in a police investigation as of yet. I feel like if and when there's an indictment, we will get all of the details that we are seeking. But like I said, right now, I'm very cautious. I'm very apprehensive is the word I'm looking for. I'm very apprehensive about just going by what's going on, what everybody is saying on social media, because we're getting a lot of conflicting stories. So I'll wait until we can get a concise story about what actually happened from the first time she met him, the first time she ran away, and all the things in between. Because it's starting to sound very R. Kelly-ish to me that she was running away from home and the family would bring her back and she'd run away again and the family would bring her back. But that is a question. Why didn't the police arrest him if the family reported it? Now, that is a good question. Right. That's why ReallyB says sign your kids out. Do not call them to come out. The school needs proof. Absolutely. We ain't just letting your kids walk out there. We don't know who was outside. Lord, not. That's why I don't have no kids. I got enough stress in my life, child. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kim. There are a lot of stories. And again, until I personally, I just would rather let me hear the succinct story. Let me hear what people are saying. And again, the brother coming down here, child, we don't know that that's the brother. We don't know who that is. The mama said that she reported her runaway and then she it's a lot of stories. But I will say this, that statement from the Discord moderator did, in my opinion, that didn't do you no justice, child. That didn't do nobody no justice. All right. Tracy said, I'm going to say something, but don't judge me. What if the mom never reported it because he's a celebrity and she wanted some money? Well, we see that happen all the time, right? Like that, literally, that happens all the time. Kobe Bryant, paging Kobe Bryant. Vanessa was a whole high school student. He was picking her up from high school while he was full on playing in the NBA. Now, I understand that he skipped college, so it ain't like he was 50 years old and she was in high school, but he was a grown-ass man riding his Mercedes to her high school and literally picking her up. So we know that parents do it. No, see, Golden, it won't be, if there'll be no Beyond the Gates tomorrow. Tomorrow's my nephew's birthday, and I'm gonna be there all day, child. She was 17. I know she was 17. I understand that, but I'm just using an example that he was a grown-ass man picking her up from high school, and the family didn't have a problem with it. That's what I was using that example about money and it being a celebrity. That's what I'm saying. 21 days till we meet up in Louisville. Yep. No, Kobe Bryant. No, she's saying that Vanessa was 17. That's what she's talking about, that. Vanessa was 17. Yeah, she ended up leaving high school. Yep, she ended up leaving high school because she was, the girls were picking on her at school and stuff like that. So Vanessa ended up leaving high school. Yep. But anyway, all right, y'all. So we were on pregnancy watch for Rihanna. And I was right. We were on pregnancy watch for Cardi. And I was right. And I told y'all a while ago that we were on pregnancy watch for Sierra. Now, I don't know if I'm right or not, but let's look at this video from New York Fashion Week. This was from yesterday or Wednesday. This is either from Wednesday or Thursday. Excuse me, from New York Fashion Week. Let's look at this video footage. I'm going to let y'all look at it. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Oh, Xavier said that he met her when she was 11 and he was 17. Oh, got it. My bad. Got it. Ooh, that's just nasty. Even at 17, what do you want with an 11-year-old? Ugh. Anyway, let me share my screen. Let's look at this video. I tried to, child, I don't know how to convert this file into, but so anyway. So we had to look at it like this. Child, give me a second. Yeah, I know I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Okay. Okay. All right. Lord. I'm trying to open up the file. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Let me do it right here. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me do it this way. I thought I already had it opened up. My bad. Give me a second. Let me open it up this way. This thing is getting on my nerves. Okay. Y'all, give me a second. I'm opening it up now. Okay, here we go. See, I just had it. I knew I had it open. Anyway. Hold on. Let me go back. Oh, gosh. All right, give me a second. Let me share my screen again. Oh, here we go. I don't know how to make it bigger. I'm trying to sound low. So this is Sierra. Okay, hold on. This is Sierra. Yes, either Wednesday or yesterday. at the New York fashion show where her kids walked in the runway. All the kids except for the baby walked in the fashion show. So this is at the end when her and Russell are going down. So let me let it play. I want y'all to watch it. And it's hard for me to make it bigger. Let's see if I can make it bigger. No, I can't make it bigger. Okay. So there they go. There's Sierra. Now, you know, she holding that baby over to her. But does it look like, what y'all think? Look like a little bit, little something, or is it just a baggy shirt? What y'all think? Just a baggy shirt? Let me try. Let me go back. Let me play it again. Let me play it again. See. Let's see. Let's see. You know, she got on a baggy shirt. Does it look like anything under there? She did not just have a baby Cajun. All right. I'm going to play it one more time and then that's it. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm going to play it one more time. It's hard for me to make it bigger. I don't know how to make it bigger. Sorry. Oh yeah, it was a lot of celebrity kids there. It was a lot of celebrity kids there. Yeah. So let me say this. Now I have seen pictures of Sierra. I have seen. Oh, hold on. I have seen pictures of Sierra where she's got on a dress, you know, where she ain't no pouch there. You know what I mean? So that doesn't mean she's pregnant, but we are on watch. Oh shoot, hold on, y'all. Hold on. But we are on watch, okay? We on baby bump watch. Now that don't mean she pregnant. We got a 50-50 chance of being right. But I'm just telling y'all, she said she would give him however many kids. So if she's good for her, right? Oh, I'm not even saying it like I care. I mean, or like I have a problem with it. We just on baby bump watch. That's all. But he did say he wanted more kids. All I have to say is that I read outfits she wore to the MTV Awards and everything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's been wearing some outfits, so I ain't saying that she got no belly. That ain't what I'm saying at all, because she don't. But we just on baby bump watch. And speaking of baby bumps, Cardi bitch. And I understand that everybody ain't a Cardi B fan, but Cardi bitch. You ain't even have to do us like that. Cardi, you did not have to do us like that. Baby, listen. Cardi dropped this album that we've been waiting for 50 years. And in my opinion, it's a banger. Okay? In my opinion, Cardi's CD is a banger. Now, if you don't like Cardi, I'm sure you can find something to not like about the CD, about the album, about whatever. But at the end of the day, for me, that's just a banger. And she was dropping on everybody, baby. She gave Offset a little bit. She gave Bia a little bit. And allegedly, she gave JT from the City Girls a little bit. Now, I don't know what her beef with JT is, but she did say in the interview last week that there was a female rapper that tried to be cool with her, or that she was cool with. It did come to find out later on that that girl has slept with Offset. So I don't know who she was talking about, but the fact that she's dissing JT is making people think that that's who she might have been talking about. And she allegedly is dissing JT. Well, you know, not even allegedly she did that. Child. And let me say this too about Sierra. I'm gonna say the same thing about Sierra that I said about Cardi the other day. Listen, she had married And her and her husband can afford to have as many kids as they want. So let's be clear. I ain't saying we on baby watch like it's a problem. We're just on baby watch because we nosy. And when I say we, I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. You don't think it was JT? They say she was talking about Sweetie. Ooh. So then what's her beef with JT? Y'all tell me. Because I don't know if this JT or not. I'm just saying that's what the streets is saying. That's what the streets is saying. It's not the same. What's not the same? About Cardi being pregnant? Sweetie was the one that slept with Offset out of revenge for Quavo doing her wrong. Well, what Offset got to do with that? I'm just asking y'all. I don't know. Y'all telling me. But what does Offset have to do with Sweetie and Quavo? JT dissed Cardi for Nicki. Now, okay, now that make okay. She said, name 5 Bia songs. Nope, click, boom. Listen, she had a couple of them that I was like, right. I don't know who these people. I just know that Cardi said that one of these people slept with Offset. One of the female rappers in the industry that she was cool with slept with Offset. Now, that's what Cardi has said. And they allegedly, now we know she was dissing Bia. She said Bia's name. She was clear about who she was talking about in that song. Okay, the JT thing is when she sided with Nicki and came at Cardi. The sleeping with Offset thing was Sweetie. Okay. Quavo and Offset were beefing. Sweetie slept with Offset. It's like Faith Evans and Tupac. Hey, Papo. How you doing, boo? I don't even know who Bia is. I didn't know who she was until she started dissing Cardi. I didn't know who she was. I still don't know who she is. Yeah. So I said I ain't had nothing to talk about, and we've been here for almost 2 hours, child. I remember Bia from Sisterhood of Hip Hop. I didn't even watch that. I don't even know that show. I might come back later on and do the Real Housewives of Miami. And let me say this. I know y'all want me to come down and talk about Big Brother. Here's the reason why I hate doing Big Brother, right? The reason why I hate doing Big Brother is because in the beginning, I'm in it. But at a certain point, I lose interest because usually I start losing interest because the players start doing stupid shit and I don't care anymore. I can be honest with y'all and tell y'all, last night was the first episode I've watched in 2 weeks. I still haven't even seen the episode where they eliminated Rachel because I didn't even care anymore. After that, I didn't care anymore. And not because I was such a big Rachel fan. I just thought it was stupid. I was like, you bring her, you know she's a fan favorite. You know, everybody who follows Big Brother, they either love Rachel or they love to hate Rachel. But she's a player. She's a gamer. People enjoy, you know what I mean? Like, she brings excitement to the game. And in my opinion, and I told y'all this before, I honestly think that was the plan all along. I do not think it was ever the plan for Rachel to win this game. And I think that they try to come up with a way to get her ass out. I'm going to be honest and tell you, I'm not 100% convinced that she's not the mastermind. I mean, I know she did an exit interview and all of that stuff. And then last night, this is how I really knew I was sort of over this season. Because last night when they did the double eviction, I was rooting for Lauren. That's how I know that I have jumped the shark. Because when I tell you I don't like Lauren, I can't stand Lauren. But I wanted Lauren to win last night. I wanted Lauren to win that head of household so bad and put Morgan ass up. I wanted her to win so bad. So bad. The fact that Ashley is top 5 or about to be top 5. Honestly, out of everybody that's playing right now, Keanu, whatever the boy name. At this point, he need to win. He's done everything except win HOH. But he has got, every time he's had to win, he has fucking won. Lauren is a horrible player. Ava, horrible player. And at this point, I'm not even convinced. Oh, he did win HOH. Never mind. My bad. He did. You're right. He did. And at this point, I'm not even convinced that Ava is who she presents to be. I feel like Ava is faking this whole quirky, my aura. I feel like she's faking it. I don't even feel like that's who she really is at this point. They said that Vince lied about being unemployed. They said Vince has a whole job. They said Vince is not unemployed. That it was a whole like persona. Oh, I live in my parents' basement and I don't have a job. But I find time to apply for Big Brother every year, but I can't find a job. Like, they say it's all lies, child. Right, Nubian. The fact that I wanted Lauren to win, and I don't have nothing for Lauren, but the fact that I wanted Lauren to win so bad, like, oh, I was so mad. I wanted her to win so bad last night. We definitely get traces of the real evil. So, I mean, listen, I might do a live just to do a hate live on everything I hate about what's going on right now. But I honestly, at this point, I don't care anymore. And I don't think the collective cares anymore. I know Angela checked out after Rachel. Busy checked out at the beginning. Busy said he hated all of them. He did a live a couple of weeks ago talking about how much he hated all of them. I don't even know. I mean, I know El Teddy is still watching, but like, honestly, y'all, that's why y'all haven't really gotten a live from us, because I think as a collective, we don't care about this season. And especially once Rachel left, you know, I do catch some of the clips on TikTok because, again, I'm in that algorithm. So I do know what's going on. And maybe that's part of the problem, too, is that I know what's going on in the house because I see the clips and stuff from the live feeds. But if Ashley fucks around and ends up sitting on that couch, actually, I don't think Ashley will, because I don't think Ashley can win. I don't think Ashley can win the comps to get her there. But stranger things have happened. I feel like so I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to spoil it for other people. But I know who the new HOH is. I don't know I don't know who the nominees are, but based on who the HOH is, I can pretty much figure out who the nominees are. But let me say this. I feel like if Keanu gets out of this week, I think Keanu can win the game. I will say this, though. If they mess around and let Keanu sit on that, if Keanu or Vince are sitting on that couch at the end, they win. Because between the two of them, they have played Big Brother. Keanu has been able to play Big Brother by staying in the game and saving himself when he needed to. And Vince has played Big Brother because he played the whole fucking house. Ashley deserves to be there watching her on the feed. She's good. She reads the house well and has a good social game. She has a good social game, but she doesn't win sitting next. She does not win sitting next to Keanu or sitting next to Vince. She doesn't. At this point, she don't even win sitting next to Morgan. Not if we're going by. Not if we're going to. I guess it just depends on who they're voting for and what they're looking at. If they're just going to vote on the fact that she had a good social game and she was able to stay in the game the way she did, then yeah, sure. But if we're going to look at the full throttle of competitions, wins, HOHs, but I agree, she has a great social game and she's done a good job of staying in the house. She aligned herself with the right people. She did a really good job of aligning herself with the right group of people. And you're right, she had a great social game. And she's not dumb. She's playing dumb. But she's not as dumb as she plays, you know. So, but anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. I'm gonna go watch Miami. If I feel like talking about it, I'll be back on the other channel to talk about Miami. Keanu has no strategy for jury management. Yeah, but the reality of the situation is, though, at this point, in my opinion, everybody else is helping his jury management, because everybody that's going to jury now, they're going to hate. So, for example, if Keanu is sitting next to Ava, everybody is mad at Ava because they feel like Ava's the reason why Rachel went home, right? If Keanu is sitting next to Vince, Kelly's in jury, Lauren's in jury. He don't get the, well, I could say he doesn't get those votes, but I doubt he gets those votes at this point. If Keanu is sitting next to Morgan, he might be in trouble with Morgan. Only because Morgan has a lot of people in the jury house that she still has good relationships with. But I don't think that, I don't know if Keanu could have done anything different. Like, they just didn't like him. They just didn't like him. But if they're just going to go by wins and how you played the game, I mean, they've been trying to get Keanu out since week 2, I guess, week 3. He's like a roach. You can't get rid of him. He'll vote for Ava over Vince. Yeah, I think Vince has definitely lost. I know he's lost Kelly. I don't think there's anything Vince can do to get Kelly's vote. I don't know if there's anybody else in the house that's left in the house, maybe Morgan, that they would vote for over Vince. I mean, that they would vote for Vince over. Maybe Morgan. But I don't think they make it. I thought it was too, Montrez. That game they played for HOH last night, but maybe because it was a double eviction and it was live, they couldn't do they had to do something that was going to be quick, right? They had to do something that was going to be quick. But I thought that game of finding the the mastermind in the picture, I thought that was a pretty easy one too. But I think maybe because it was just the double eviction and it was live, they couldn't do something that was going to take forever, But I thought it was kind of easy too. I kept waiting for the catch. I was like, what's the catch in this? So, all right, y'all, let me get off of here. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.